We're live. All right. Welcome back to the number one podcast in the world,
Woo woo.
Mystery Talks podcast. Okay, the best podcast in the world, the most intellectual podcast in the world, the most handsome podcast in the world. That's us.
Damn straight.
I'm your host, Thai Express, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Guy 1 and Guy 2, as always, as usual. We have some fun topics for today. Some interesting ones, as usual, always. Starting off with the YouTube realm, MrBeast. Let's talk about him. He is huge on YouTube, and there's a certain favoritism. Let's say some might say there's a favoritism.
Whoa.
Why are you hating?
Before we
Why are you
even start-
hating, bro? Why
Well,
are you hating?
Hey, I'm just reading the script. We prepared 4 hours here. I'm just kidding. I'm not reading a script. We don't do that. We're improvising. Um,
That was part of the
Question.
script.
Why is MrBeast so popular? Out of
So-
all YouTubers.
Well, there is actually a lot of. There could be a lot of reasons. One, he did work on becoming where he's at. It's not like it didn't happen overnight. But is he not? Is he lucky? Like, is he considered like would someone with the same basically status as him, who with the same efforts, would he have done what he did? So he did for sure get lucky, but he put the work. But right now, YouTube is really pushing him, like to a certain degree. And his videos, I watch his like some of his recent videos. It's just like money is being tossed like it's nothing. It just like the videos. There's sets that are high quality production. How can this guy just do this for like a 14-minute YouTube video? Like it means like if that's how much he's spending on just a set for one like shoot, how much is he actually getting paid, you know?
I mean, he has a huge brand, and also he's getting tens of millions of views per video. It's not a million, not two
Dude,
million,
try 100
not,
million.
not 10 million. Yeah, almost in the hundreds of millions also per video. So it's crazy. So he's already making bank off YouTube ads. He's making bank off his own brand, making band off merchandise, making
Dude,
bank
so
off.
many ways.
There's sponsorships.
Sponsors, yeah.
And
that's a big one.
But like look,
so he's
10
making
10
money
days ago.
left, right, and center, X, Y, Z in the squared axis. Wait, that makes sense. Squared axis.
Yeah, all
he's-
axes of life,
all-
man.
Yes, exactly. So
like, look,
he's not
so
missing
yeah.
money. Money is
In
missing
10
him.
in 10 days he got 104 million views as of this recording.
Wow.
104 million
10
views
days.
in 10 days. And some of his videos that are like from 3 months ago have 200 million views. 200 million. That's
So
that's
we
like
can say
almost-
he's made like $1 or two out of those videos.
yeah, per
If only.
like per thousand video like views, some shit like that.
True, but you know what also? I think MrBeast, he's gotten to such a level where like YouTube pay him. They probably fund all his things, to be honest, at this point. They love him so much, he's just basically like a brand of YouTube at this point. Like I don't know if you noticed, but
Yeah.
MrBeast, he literally would be on everyone's like recommended from the start if you make a YouTube account. Just because he's basically the face of
Yeah,
entertainment.
that's
You know what
100%
I'm
true. If you don't have a YouTube account, actually, let's say you're just some grandma living in middle of nowhere, and
Africa.
you're
Africa.
learning how to go in the YouTubes and the Googles, and you go on YouTube.com and you want to watch a monkey zoo video. Your homepage is probably gonna have MrBeast
Well,
in
that's
the homepage.
racist. That's racist.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean that's
Nah.
racist?
Guy 2, shut up.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Well, Well, we're not gonna get into it. I don't want to lose
Oh, okay.
followers.
Oh, for sure. Well, yeah, like YouTube has him on such a pedestal. It kind of makes sense why he grew so much. My question is though, like when he first started, I don't know if he realized how big it would be because I think he's on track to be a billionaire, to be honest, with all this entertainment and nonstop. Like I heard this one thing with his videos. So he plans his videos I think a year ahead. So basically from the start of the year till now, he literally has
Hey, he's
all the
busy.
dates and videos planned for the year.
Yeah.
He's just literally filming it. So
And
it's
he
literally like a
also
production show.
and he also reinvests basically all the money. He also said this in an interview that he reinvests almost every single penny that he makes off of last YouTube videos for the next YouTube video.
That's crazy. That is a crazy
Yeah.
investment. And he did that in the beginning as well. I think when he first started making money, him and his friends, they said, "Hey, you know what? We want to make it really big, and in order for us to do that, we're gonna have to invest most of our money." Most people, I feel, in that position would probably, buy a Lambo, go to the club, whatever people do with money. And for him to think that, yo, like if I'm gonna get big, I gotta invest is something that like you gotta respect for sure. 'Cause not
He's
many
like
people do
on
that.
a Elon Musk kind of mindset. He's not buying a big ass house. He's sleeping in the studio. You know, he's that crazy. And some might say even though he did put all those hours, all that grind, guy two disappeared. Even
Guy
though he
two,
did,
where's your
oh,
black
he
ass?
reappeared.
Oh, there you
Okay,
are.
uh, that was magic. Even though he did put all those hours and grind, and he used to make those crazy videos where it was like counting to 1 million. It was like hours long video. Um, some might say that he might at one point gotten the call, if you all know what I mean
Mm.
by that.
Care to expand? For the
So
viewers, of course.
for the viewers, when you are trending as a content creator, whether it's on YouTube, Twitch, over here and over there is a certain point where you reach a certain level of fame, and this is known in almost every circle of social media, or when you reach a certain fame status, you get a certain call from a certain someone, or you have a certain meeting with a certain group of people, and they give you that one contract. And that one contract implies certain things that you have to push or promote, or you have to say this and not say these other things. And when that happens, you also grow 10x. So maybe, and I'm not saying he did, but some people do say that he has gotten that call. What do you guys think?
Mm. Guy two, tell me, with your big brain, what do you think? Think he cheated the system?
Yes.
Do you think he
That's
signed
it?
the Matrix agreement?
Because I feel he's too family friendly. He's not really. There has to be something that he
Like you
signed.
said, he's too family friendly. No one's that family friendly.
He's very
It's
family friendly.
well,
There's
no,
no
no,
way,
no,
like,
no, no, no. No one can beat Nick K30. I'm sorry.
Never back down. Never give up.
No one can be as family friendly as him. I don't know if you guys know.
Nick
it's crazy
30.
though. Yes.
No,
Yes,
no
yes.
one can beat him, but it's just to the point where MrBeast is just his videos. I cannot watch him as someone who used to watch him a lot. Uh, before he
You're
was
a Mr.
he was
Beast
a big-
fanboy. Woo.
Well, I was into him when he was like no one barely knew about him.
Uh-huh.
I found his channel. I thought it was so funny. His videos were so shit. I just like I found it funny how shit it was, and I was like, I told myself this guy will never make it. But I was like a fan. I was like, you know what? I don't think this guy's gonna make it, but I'm gonna be here, you know. And then he made it, right? But it just
It's crazy how fast they made it too, right?
like yeah, I understand it's his personality, right? He's not really like he doesn't like to talk about himself too much, but it's just to the point where I just feel like it's too fake, especially like with his group. It's just like
Oh
the
man,
way they speak, and that
very
that
staged.
and yeah, very staged, and that one creature that lives with them. It's just
Dude, let's not get into that, man. That's a topic for another discussion. But
Or
I
maybe
do
we
want to
should get
echo.
into that.
All right, but I do want to say one thing though. I do want to say one thing. I think in this whole, like Mr. Beast wanting to get popular, his main goal was to be as big as possible. So he would
biggest
take
PewDiePie.
any route. Basically, wanted to be the biggest YouTuber. So for him to be family friendly was really the only way he could do it. And I do think he got that contract. Whenever you're that big, you're definitely gonna, want that contract. And he would go to a point. I was watching the podcast when he was describing his whole like YouTube, way of making videos. Is he would research and test, what got the best
Yeah.
views based on what language, what thumbnails, what they say, and anything that was, I guess, 18 plus or a little more mature. Like if you talk about sex or something about bad words, he instantly knew it would be bad. So like from the bat, this guy was always like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm doing kids.
He
And
studied
he-
YouTube.
He knows the game. He knows the
Yeah,
game.
he's definitely studied. He's gotten a PhD in YouTube algorithm and how
Oh,
the
yeah.
system works. He's on top of that for sure. For sure.
And he's helping other people too, right? Like he
Yep.
had his friend Iraq. That
Yeah,
was
that guy blew up so
that guy
fast
blew up as well. He was nothing and then made these viral videos. Now he has what 10 mil subs at least.
Yeah,
Probably more now.
it's great.
But-
Great.
Let's tell me about the creature that Guy 2 was saying if the audience doesn't know.
Oh, the well. Well, so in the beginning,
Yeah, guy one. It's like I don't want to get canceled. Let me get tied.
Let's get Ty canceled.
okay. So basically,
By the way,
Mr.
I
Beast.
agree with anything Ty says. So if he gets canceled, I get canceled. Let's do it.
I don't. I have nothing to do. I was just kidding.
So
Let's do it.
basically,
Tell me.
in the beginning, when Mr. Beast had the OG, group of friends making those viral videos, maybe before he got the call, and he had this very good friend whose name is Chris. Chris had
Oh
a
my
wife and a son. He had a whole family, and this
Was married.
yeah, and this man is
A child.
a
child.
good old
American.
he was a good old true redneck American, drives that truck, is, manly,
pickup truck.
and
Yeah.
and he had a family, and he was patriotic, and somewhere along the timeline of Mr. Beast's career, a certain pattern with Chris started changing, and it first started with his appearance.
Got a little fruity. Might I
Yeah, he
add.
started getting a little fruity with his appearance. He started getting a little fruity tooty. Maybe he was painting his nails. He was getting a little freaky deaky with his whole persona, and all in
True.
all,
That's true. That's fact.
within time, he just turned into a full-on woman. Now, he's not a real woman, of course, but
That's the thing, yeah.
he identifies himself as one. And he is claimed to fully have transitioned now into womanhood. So he just, decided to, switch characters mid-game in life. So it's not something
Literally.
that's allowed to do, but he did it. He went into the settings and he switched characters, and boom, and he's now a woman. So he's also changed the difficulty settings. He went from hard mode to like medium easy, and that's basically what he's done right now. So maybe he knows something that we don't. Maybe he did that for a reason and on purpose.
I don't see any reason whatsoever. I know you're trying to find a way. I think he's sick in the head. I don't even know what it is. I think that creature is sick in the head, if I'm going to be honest.
And it's just the fact that they're still keeping him around. I questions me. It's like everyone was hating on the transition, right? As much as I disagree with the whole thing, especially when you have a kid, right? I feel like that's
The
a bit
fact that,
too late.
you leave the
That's a
kid,
bit, that's
you
a,
leave the
that's a
wife.
bit too late. Like, how lost can you be? a certain degree, like a certain degree, I can kind of understand, but
No, I'm
it's
a
just
hater. I'm a hater. Sorry.
You know,
Respectfully.
doing that to your wife is one thing, but doing that to your own son, now.
And you know what's even scarier is that
this
Chris
promotes,
is
like it promotes.
looking for guys. Wants
It
to be with
just
a guy. And how old is he? What, 35?
I don't know,
I
but
think
there's wait, wait.
So you go from
There's
having a kid to wanting to meet a guy.
wait.
Where's
that doesn't just happen normally. There's
well,
something
no.
there's something that happened to you. Someone approached you, you saw something, you met the devil or something. Something happened to you that made you change into that, because it is not something that happens naturally in life, because it
Wait.
is not a natural thing.
No, I totally agree. Like you don't just go from, having a family, even working with MrBeast, that is such a nice, career because dude,
Yeah.
homie, he was probably getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, doing stuff he enjoys, and then you think MrBeast's like whole thing influenced him? Maybe like the attention got to him, and maybe all this crazy media presence made him anxious because a lot of those like simple family men, I feel like they like keeping their stuff low key, right? They're not really used to it. Like not I don't really know any famous rednecks. So like for someone to be like that,
Well,
and
we have what's his name? The comedian. He's God damn, what's his name? He's very funny. He's a,
yeah, it's a comedian.
no, he's like he's a redneck, but
Redneck.
fuck,
Well,
what's
while
his
you
name?
find that out, I don't know any rednecks. There have been a lot of, comedians that have been canceled, but we'll talk about that.
Well, this
another
guy
time.
is like, bro, he's so. Fuck, you guys know him. What's his name? Oh my god. Oh, there you go. Theo Vaughn.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay,
this guy.
He's the biggest redneck, but he's like amazing.
I
yeah,
like
he's
him.
funny.
He has no filter.
And
No,
like, he's naturally funny. He doesn't try to be funny. You know?
Right,
Like
right.
the type
Yeah.
of shit he just says, it's like to him it's normal, right?
yeah, that's funny actually. I saw this one thing like transgender comedians. They get apparently like no one thinks they're funny and they're complaining.
Oh my god.
What do they not complain about? You know,
Oh,
something
it's
I've
like-
picked
Question.
up about transgenders is that every platform they're in, any sort of, podium that they get to go on and speak to, or any sort of audience that they have access to, they
Complain.
make sure they make sure that their presence is known. They make sure that they know, like, hey, I am transgender, know this
And
about
I-
me,
And I
and
should
you
be-
have to support me.
Yeah, you should support it like that.
Come on, like why are you on a pedestal? There's literally no reason for that. Respectfully, I don't think there's a reason for that. But
Now, here's okay. If I'm being fully real, I respect every single human being, okay? But that comes also earned, and respect is mutual. But if you out of nowhere, with your own delusion, are shoving down my face that you have to respect me, this is who I am, this is how you have to refer to me, and this is how you have to imagine me, and every single time you get to have a voice, that's the only thing, that's like your whole personality. I mean, you can't get much respect from me.
Yeah.
I fully agree. That's a really good
Look,
point, man.
Respect is also like earned. It's not given. So
Exactly. How do you expect us to give you respect right off the bat if we don't know who you are? And honestly, that makes me lose respect for you. Yeah.
it's just
well,
yeah.
that's the reality.
But okay, enough of MrBeast.
Enough of
That's
Mr.
it.
Beast.
Well, and the thing is, MrBeast is including it. I don't know if that's gonna make or break his brand because at least for me, if I see
I
that
think it
person in
has.
the videos, I don't enjoy it.
I think it has potential to break his brand though. It's
I
the
do
only
as well.
because
Well-
he has such a big platform, and let's be honest, his main
Well,
audience is kids, right?
Chris
Kids around the
isn't
world.
Chris isn't
Kids-
part of Mr. Beast anymore, isn't he?
No, he is.
still
Oh, he's
Or-
still part.
He or she,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
Oh,
in the
okay.
I think the
Well,
latest video, we can
he
pull
still
up a
is. He
clip.
still
You'll
is.
see.
Yeah,
They're there.
I watched. That's what I'm saying. I watched his recent video, and I cringed. And it's like it's good quality, right? I'm not hating on the quality. I'm not hating on the production. I'm just saying the vibe is fake. It's like too. It's not real enough, or not real at all. And then Chris, and it's just these two. These are like my problems with it. And again, the problem I have with this creature is because he will influence all the youth, right? Some kids that'll be like, they don't have their like brain developed. They're like, oh, you know what? That guy looks kind of interesting. I want to be like him, right?
Yeah,
That becomes
kids,
a precedent
you
for
know,
bad
kids that are
influence, yeah.
quote unquote confused with their own identity, that's just
That's
called
the problem.
puberty. That's just called
Oh
fucking
my
growing
God.
up.
Yeah.
But I don't know though. It's just because they have such like so much power. Like Mr. Beast, if he goes and he says, like, let's say he basically changes his merch to like $10 more. There's still people are still gonna pay. He's gonna be like, oh, it's for a good cause. People are gonna pay. They don't like. He has so much influence, and he has to be careful with it, right? But because he's such a good guy, it's like
Yeah.
I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about his team fucking up and that fucking creature.
That could influence his brand for sure. I think
Yeah.
if he doesn't keep in check, which
I'll-
I think he has hundreds of employees, so like
Yeah,
I think
he's
they think
definitely.
ahead.
I think he's definitely on top of his game, Mr. Beast. And even though the
You gotta
dynamic,
be careful.
the dynamic has definitely changed within the group, and you can see it on the more recent videos, how they act with each other, with Chris and everything. It's not as they used to be, and YouTube's space is crazy in general. I mean, there's so much that happens on YouTube. You know, Mr. Beast is one of the most influential YouTube stars right now, and is he the most subscribed? Can we fact check that? Is he the most subscribed?
Most subscribed American. We have a couple. Unfortunately, we are losing to the Indians with T Series,
Oh yeah,
but that's not even a YouTube channel at this point. So
yeah.
I would
They're
say
more like a
yes.
company. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, YouTube space is crazy, and there's so
Another
much.
thing, though,
there's so
I
much.
wanna
Yeah.
add. I know it is a crazy space, but what I find really interesting though is that MrBeast has to keep in mind. I think a lot of people have to keep in mind is that YouTube is not just an American thing; it's all over the world. And I
Right.
think the biggest growing market is actually in India. Hence why T Series is like the number one. You know, they
Right.
have the most views. I don't even know what they do at this point. I don't know how they get so many views, but they do.
They're
But I think
they're doing CGI landings of the moon. That's what they're doing.
that might be an interesting topic to talk about soon. But
Yeah.
when we're talking about all these countries, right, you want to be asking, like, dude, people see stuff differently in different cultures, in different areas. And I think what MrBeast has to do is try to have a universally sort of accepted content because he's displaying it all over, areas around the world. And I think he even has dubbed channels for that. So there are going to be places where they don't like that stuff. And I think he might be getting a phone call for that if he takes it too much of the wrong turn. That's just what I think.
Hmm.
But very interesting how different cultures are on YouTube and
Right.
how he's still popular and why YouTube favors him with Chris being in the
Yeah.
channel.
And something that we can say that's promoted a lot in the American or the Western world of YouTube is drama. YouTube's algorithm loves drama. And drama,
People love drama.
yes, people love. I mean, yeah, we love drama. Well, we tend to not love drama. You know,
Guy 2 is subscribed to Drama Alert, right?
yeah, drama
Not
alert.
anymore. Not anymore.
But
I'm off that
speaking of drama right now, Dylan Dennis and Logan Paul.
Wait. Dildo dance.
Dildo Dan. Okay, so
Whoa,
we
we
got
got a
a
hater.
Dylan hater.
Dildo
We
Dan.
got a low gangster here apparently.
He
We
did
got-
say he watched it when he was younger, so.
Maverick
We-
for life.
We got a low gangster and a KSIer.
No. Ksa.
That's how you pronounce knowledge, strength, integrity with this acronym, by the way, Ty.
Oh, interesting.
Kasai.
So Dylan Dennis versus Logan Paul and KSI versus Tommy Fury. They had a press conference
You
very
could call them
recently.
knowledge. Yes, they did.
They had a press
They did.
conference recently, and
How was that?
things were spicy in that press conference. Both
I enjoyed
parties,
Wait.
came in with some verbal heat and almost
Especially-
with some physical heat until
Yeah.
the end of the press conference.
That was fun.
Daddy Fury decided to go ham because.
Pull up the clip.
Wait, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Can we show the clip? Can we show the
Yeah,
clip?
of
now?
course we can definitely show the clip. Let's pull it up here. Let's see, press conference. Logan Dylan. Let's
So,
see how.
Ba-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Show
keep
it on
talking
the-
while I found the clip.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So-
no. What's?
yeah.
Yeah, you go, guy two. Tell
Oh,
me.
yeah, who's your money on? If on the fight.
You know what's on?
And Logan.
I'll tell you. It's John Fury, okay? Because he's the king of drama. We don't hate John Fury. We
Yeah.
love John Fury.
That-
He gives us.
so, bro, as much as I fucking hate that guy because he's annoying, he's
Woo.
good though. He's good. Like I like his personality. Like
He's
when
my
he
G.
gets like all like mad like or just like angry or should I say angry, it's like
What?
it's entertaining. But
is.
besides that, when he speaks, I wanna
Yeah.
just like.
But, yo,
No.
to answer your question,
Not that I could do
Who's
anything to
gonna
him, but it's just,
no, he's 6'9", but he's
Yeah.
like 55 years old. Maybe you can.
wait, he's
punch him.
6. How tall is he?
Dude, he's tall, dude. His son is
Really?
6'9". Yeah, dude, this guy's ginormous.
John Fury?
John Fury. Yeah, you can search up his height. But in regards to who's gonna win the fight, I think it's really gonna be interesting because I think we talked about this prior, like
Damn.
who would do it. But on my side, you know what? I ain't a low gangster. I ain't biased. I'm gonna go with my boy Dylan Dennis. Even Tristan Tate said Dylan Dennis, so we're riding with that. Ty, you got the clip, by the way.
I got the clip here.
All right.
I got the clip
Well,
here.
we can show it to the audience and then discuss it after if we want. We can
Well, the clip
pause.
is about Tyson Fury or John Fury.
Yeah,
John
it's
Fury.
John Fury basically going on a rampage. I'm just trying to get the exact moment where he kind of.
Well, the whole
Right.
press conference was a shambles. Like apparently it was supposed to be like an hour, and because John Fury decided to have a tantrum, it was only 15 minutes.
Blasted. Yeah. Yeah,
But-
no, I think people came for a longer press
Yeah.
conference.
But I think Logan said it. He said like it's good that it was only 15 because it gave people like a preview. So like it may even like basically sold the fight even more.
Yeah.
like,
So
people
wait,
didn't get to see enough.
I'm gonna share the clip. Should I share my screen and share the clip? Should I do that?
No, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, up to you.
If you
Okay,
want.
okay, let's do that.
Let's
I'll-
I think Logan Paul even brought out a cake of Dylan Dennis being knocked out. Spent $7,000 on that cake, and in that cake, as he was being knocked down, Dylan Dennis, he actually put a camel toe on.
There you
his
go.
private
Oh
part.
wait,
Oh.
hold on. Here he goes.
So he starts
Here we go.
rambling.
I don't hear your audio.
Oh, you don't hear the audio?
Well,
Well,
we'll
that's
play it.
that's
We'll play it
okay,
on the
yeah.
screen. That's fine.
There we go. Damn, flipping tables. Oh damn. Almost
And he
going
wants to
crazy
fight
on
the fighters.
KSI.
He's not even on the card, and that caused a lot of drama. So, definitely excited for the fight.
That's weird.
They
He
might-
doesn't look that tall.
No,
But
he's
he's
fairly
like-
tall.
But he's tall.
And the
yeah.
thing is, I
Alright.
think they should have a second press conference, to be honest. Because it was that nice, I would want to watch the second press conference. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Wait, is there not usually 2 press conferences?
I don't think for this one there is. But if there is, that would be amazing. I think there should be, though, no?
Well, the fight is in October, so I think there is though. There's gonna be one like in October, like maybe a week before the fight.
I hope so. That would be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
No, there's
Well,
for sure.
We can talk about what
So
our
who do you
predictions
guys
are.
have your money on?
So we know what guy 2 is going to pick. I
Yeah.
said
Why?
Dylan Dennis. for
Why?
sure.
Why? Okay.
You're a low gangster.
Here's why you'll be wrong on October whatever.
14th, 2023, Manchester Arena.
Okay. What time?
I think it's like 11:30 BST.
Okay. What about
So-
GST? What about GST?
Well, GST. I think that's the same thing.
Like,
UTC.
What
Yeah.
about like PTC though? What about PTC?
I don't know what PTC is, buddy.
Okay. What
EST
about
maybe 5 p.m., 6 p.m.
what
around
about
there.
GST? GSPT?
Guy 2, man. Tell me who's gonna win.
Okay, Dennis and Logan, easy. If Dennis shows up, if he shows up, which chances are
will.
he might not.
He will.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I
Oh
know
no.
so.
Okay, if he even if he does, well, Logan's gonna win that, bro. There's not even a fucking debate. Size wise, strength wise, it's a boxing match. It's not an MMA fight. Okay.
Thing is, okay,
Logan is okay. Logan is still shit. But he, it's just he will win. I know he will win. And there's like on paper, he has all the advantages.
actually, I
And
would say on paper, Dylan has more of an advantage just purely on fighting history. Now,
I agree.
whether
yeah,
Professional
but
fighting,
Yeah.
by the way.
that's not enough though. That's not
yeah,
enough.
he might not have specifically boxing history, but he has fighting history and he has fighting on stage history. Logan has some, but it's very, very, very
Yeah.
little.
And
And
to
the
add on, is
yeah,
the mentality as well.
the
If you know that
mentality.
you're fighting the best in the world mentally and you can win, which Dylan Dennis did in his own martial arts realm, that definitely will transfer to boxing. And I don't think Logan Paul had that caliber of level where he had to have that pressure. His fights were not professional.
Also, there is not only the fight that goes on in the ring, but outside, and there's a mental game to be played, which Dylan Dennis right now is completely dominating. It's completely dominating, and
Yes.
Dylan Dennis has definitely gone inside of Logan's head, and
Yeah.
Logan is doing actually, I will say, he's pretending very good that it's not getting to him, but it is.
We could tell, yeah. I think he was on a podcast the other day and he was saying, like, oh, because obviously we know what the drama is, right, with his wife and her being very out there on the internet when it comes to her promiscuity. And he was saying that, I love her so much and she's going to be a great mother and we're lifelong partners, but he hasn't necessarily addressed, like her past history. And it's sort of like
No,
he knew what he was.
She doesn't have to. It's like she isn't she like a model or like some she's been like
Yeah.
she's been
So she's,
paparazzied all her life. Like,
yeah.
and the thing is, most of the guys Dylan Dennis is showing is like it's either fans or friends, or like gay friends apparently. She's been in like a relationship maybe 5 or 6 times, or let's say 10. Okay, let's say 10. But there's 75 pictures, like 70 more than 75 pictures of guys. We're talking about 60 of them are just random ones. So many of them are
Well,
also
yeah.
so many of them are also so
Okay, low
edited.
gangster.
Yeah, we got a little
And
gangster here for sure. A lot
Listen,
of
did
those
you see the
pictures,
new
it's
viral
like
video?
it's
You
like
know what? You know what
not
I'm gonna
very
say?
friendly.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna
Yes,
say?
I agree.
I'm not gonna
There's
say anything else because you okay. Maybe you guys on paper think he's gonna win, but I know on after October, mark my words, it's gonna be a different outcome.
so actually I haven't even
All right.
said my full answer. Who's gonna win?
Tell me, Ty.
I
Tell
was
me.
just breaking up by parts like what this game consists of, and I'm already saying that one for sure Dylan Dennis is winning right now the mental warfare game. He's winning that, which the mental warfare game can go all the way till inside the ring, and that can stick with Logan in his head. That's
But do you
gonna
think
play
there's
with his
something?
head, in his mind, and Logan can do one of two things.
But
He will have
wait, sorry.
yes.
Sorry, but I just want to add on to what you said. Like, is it too far what he's done though?
So let me
Do
get to
you
that.
think that?
But
Yeah.
there's that mental warfare that he's getting into his opponent's head,
Big
and
mental warfare.
Logan can do one of two things because he has that going on, and he's gonna have that in the ring for sure. So he can either turn that into rage, and if he rage fights, he's for sure gonna lose. Rage fighting, when it comes to boxing, it's all technique, and it's all about points. So if he rage fights, he's not gonna win for sure, and there's a big chance that he will do that. When you're in the ring, there's a lot that goes on in your head. There's the audience, yelling. There's the thousands of fans, millions of fans looking at you around the world. There's your corner yelling at you, telling you what to do. You have to also focus on your opponent, not get hit. Try and hit. You have to focus on the also the mental damage that is being caused. So it's a lot of things simultaneously that right now Logan has to deal with. I don't think that Dylan has to deal with so much of that. He's really relaxed. He's really calm when it comes to this fight right now, and I think, in my opinion, in my not so experienced fighting opinion, but well educated opinion, I will say that he does have an advantage here, which could win him the fight. That's what I will say, and that is my final answer for now.
Interesting. Okay, so we got all that, and by October 14th, I want you guys to stay tuned, and we will have our next podcast after that. We'll talk about the day and how the fights went. We'll discuss all the analysis, see who's right, who's wrong, and
Exactly.
we'll see who gets the bragging rights.
Make sure to leave a like. If we get to 2 likes, we'll do a podcast for that video, and turn on the what is it called, the notification bell when you subscribe, so you'll get notified. You'll get notified when we post that video. That way, with notification, you get notified from us notifying you from the notification. YouTube.
You should be honored to subscribe. You should be honored to subscribe to this shit, bro.
Facts. You should be honored, okay, you guys and girls.
Yeah.
So
and don't forget to Patreon us.
And trans or creatures like Chris.
Like Chris. Yes, please.
And also, we support LGBTQ, so you should Patreon us.
2S plus LGBTQ plus.
2IA plus, 4K, OLED.
Guy 2, I see you have a hat. Do you mind explaining to the folks?
Before we talk about that, shut the fuck up. We didn't talk about KSI versus Ty versus.
You mean
Fury.
Knowledge versus Fury?
We didn't talk about that shit. Bro.
Irrelevant. Next. Okay, so.
That's the main event. That's the main event.
No, it's not in our eyes. Okay, let's give just a prediction and why. So for me, I got Kasai because he's knowledge, strength, integrity, and fairly he's black. Don't bet on black boxers; they always win against them.
What about you, Ty?
I'm gonna go with Tommy Fury on this one. Here, so before you were talking about how there's the size matters and strength matters. And Tommy Fury has those two, but in this case, Tommy Fury has the actual boxing experience. He's an actual professional boxer. So combining those two together, it's going to be very hard to see how KSI will deal with that. And again, KSI's opponents, until now, have been honestly bums. If we go look back at one of his older fights where he fought 2 people in one night, which a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, 2 people in one!" But did you see who the 2 fighters were? I mean, the one of the fighters probably looked like the deranged grandpa neighbor's son. It was like a twig looking. He had absolutely no fighting experience, it looked like, but he was supposedly a professional boxer, so KSI could say that, at least, that he was a professional boxer, but he that was not a fighter whatsoever. And the second guy that he was fighting, it was another nobody. I mean, he's not fighting boxers. So his fights for KSI, and I will say this, KSI is a good boxer, but his fights have been easy. So I don't know, does he have that? Has he had that real harsh experience? He hasn't had that that momentum where he has had to face a very, very tough fighter. So
that is
maybe
true.
Tommy Fury will be that first one, and for him, KSI, is he ready for that? I'm not sure. Maybe he is ready for that. He is knowledge, strength, and integrity after all.
Yes, he is.
But again, on paper, I think also there's a bit of ego on KSI that might knock him down a little bit. That might knock him down a little.
Why'd you say that? What has he said?
I mean, have you seen the press conference? Do I need to pull
I
up
think
another
he believes
clip?
He's the man. He believes he's the man.
Yeah,
Which I don't think is
he
wrong.
literally said he can see John Cena, that he knows Victoria's Secret, that he knows what the dog doing. And
do you know Victoria's Secret, guys?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, bro.
I figured it out. I actually know. I personally found out recently.
What is it? What is it?
I figure I would share it to the
Tell me,
audience.
tell me.
I have
Tell me
podcast.
to the podcast.
all right.
All right.
See ya.
So we just finished the exclusive Patreon. If you're interested, go check it out. Besides that,
Well worth it.
we were talking about Tommy Fury and KSI. I have a mixed
Knowledge.
feeling for this. Because
So wait, did Ty say KSI or Tommy? I didn't remember. What'd you have?
I don't think he said it, actually.
So what did I have? So it is a tough decision for me. I will say this, but
Black Lives Matter.
and BLM, but I will say Tommy Fury has got my my money on this one. I have a feeling this one's feeling based, but also on paper, the statistics and the facts presents itself. Tommy Fury has that experience. He has those knockouts and wins against real boxers. So, yeah, I'm going for Tommy.
Interesting.
I'm
Okay.
going for the big Tommy.
Guy 2, what do you think?
Okay, so my decision is kind of mixed because I've been a KSI fan for a long time. I've basically
bias.
the YouTubers I've watched when I was a kid were the Sidemen and KSI, Deji. These were the three YouTubers. Yes,
Holy
Deji.
Trinity.
Deji when he was making videos with his parents, and then I started watching Logan. I always hated Jake. Fucking hated Jake. Never liked him. And these are the four basically YouTubers I would watch, right? And then it came to a point where these two, Logan and KSI, they had a fight. And I was so mixed. I was like, who the fuck do I pick, right? But I picked my boy KSI. Okay? I was like, you know what?
Hey.
Logan is, as much as Logan is taller and bigger, I still think KSI has what it takes. But in this fight, KSI is losing me. The shit he said he can see like John Cena, he can see Victoria's Secret. That shit fucked me up. I'm like, okay, bro, that's a bit too much. It's just cringy at this point.
Yeah.
And then Tommy is a
Only guy
professional
one knows
fighter.
Victoria's
It is funny
Secret.
though. It is funny though, I'm not gonna lie.
It's funny, but it's like, not for like a fight like this. Like I would.
Yeah. For a professional fight, like that just also implying
It's
how
goofy,
it's goofy, and this is like for kids, like not real fighter fans are gonna be watching this this I think this is also why John Fury got so mad during the press conference, because they were acting goofy, they were saying silly banter to one another, and he just got exactly haha moments where it didn't really haha that much to me when he said that. So he just flipped and he said
I didn't really haha. It sounds so weird.
So I agree with John Fury. I think he was in his right as a legend. By the way, he is a legend, I will say.
Legend,
in the boxing game.
Why?
So
I
I'm
do
with
agree
him on that flip.
Yeah, well, we got our predictions, and it's
So,
definitely gonna be interesting.
I didn't say bitch ass motherfucker.
Well, we know what your answer is.
Yeah, we know what your answer is.
Okay, what is my answer?
No need for exclusive
What is my
Patreon
answer?
for that.
What is my answer?
Yeah, we don't need on Patreon.
What is my
Actually, you
answer?
know what?
No,
Do
no,
we need a Patreon for
no,
that answer?
no. What is my answer? What is my answer?
You're gonna say Tommy Fury.
Okay. Yeah, I was. As much as it hurts me, it fucking hurts me because I really like KSI, but recently, bro, his ego is like.
I don't care. I'm a KSI fan for life. Kasai.
Me too.
And,
Me too.
we're betting on him.
I don't like Tommy.
You're fake. You're fake.
No,
because if
I
you really
fucking-
believe in KSI, he will win.
Bro, Tommy versus Jake, I wanted Jake to win, and I hate Jake. I hate Tommy more than Jake, which is weird, but
Oh man. So let me ask you, if KSI, because you guys don't believe KSI will win, if he beats, and I think he will, if he beats Tommy Fury, and I don't even think that's a big if. I think that's actually a close fight, just because KSI's been training. I hear it's twice a day, 6 times a week, and he's been doing this, even though like it doesn't seem like he is. I think he is, and if he beats our boy Tommy, is he better than Jake Paul?
Ooh, that's
retire.
That's a good one. I mean, they so Jake Paul and KSI, they both have that
But let's keep that
specific
conversation
picking
after the
fights
fight.
kind of game, and I mean, I will say actually Jake Paul till now, I think he has had tougher fighters.
Right,
then
but I'm saying if he were to beat Tommy Fury, do you think because Jake could not beat him, he lost to Tommy Fury, and if KSI beat Tommy,
to a certain degree, yes, but it doesn't mean they
Yeah,
still need to
it's
fight.
kind
They
of
still need
like
to fight.
football, you know, where a certain team can beat, you know, let's say, okay, World Cup football. Let's say Argentina beats Brazil, and Brazil is supposed to be like the you know, the tougher team. But
yeah,
then let's say, you know, um, okay, Colombia. You know, there's Colombia that comes along, and Colombia is going to face also Brazil, but Brazil beats Colombia, but Colombia actually beats Argentina. Um, so it's like, or you can't really say, okay, so if Colombia beat Argentina, but Argentina beat Brazil, and Brazil's supposed to be the tougher team, but they got beat by the weaker team, Colombia. It's kind of a circle. I mean, I don't want to confuse too many people right here. Maybe I'm not explaining it right, but
I know what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah,
Basically, styles make fights. Although it
exactly.
seems like you can compare it, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously there's different fighters and different styles, and yeah, I think it'll be very interesting. But I do want to move on to the next topic. Guy two, you want to move on?
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
so
let's do it.
basically our next topic, let's okay, PowerPoint transition. All right, next topic. We have Obama, the Obamas,
Another creature.
the Obama
President
family.
Barack. Whoa,
President
creature. Is he
Barack.
not the president? Was he not the former president of the United States, the 44th president of the United States,
Wait,
serving
wait,
two
wait.
terms?
Yeah,
Is guy two sniffing cocaine? What is he doing?
yeah, guy
Is this
two.
his time to sniff cocaine?
Okay.
No, I'm fixing a fucking mistake you did. Sorry. That was supposed to
Wow.
be inside.
Okay. Roid rage. Yeah, you were saying, Ty. We're talking about our famous president of the United States, Barack Obama.
Yeah, so the president, Barack Obama, and his husband, Michael Obama. I mean, her wife, his wife, Michelle Obama. So there's a big question here about the integrity of this family with Obama's wife and their children. So this is for, you know, for the big news media, you know, the people that shall not be named or you will get silenced, that control everything, and media, um, and you know, all the big corp. If you say anything against this, you're basically a conspiracy theorist. And the conspiracy theory is that Michelle Obama is actually a man. Now,
Wait, can we pull up the picture of
Her
Obama
back.
Obama in like when he was basically a soldier, and there was a pic of him and another guy who looks very similar to Michelle.
Yeah, we can pull it up, editors, please.
Can we
okay,
pull it up?
actually, I'm gonna pull that picture up right now. So what is it? Barack Obama when he was a soldier?
I mean,
Yeah,
we can
just
have
say
it.
it, just say it.
We don't really have to find it.
Here, I
let's
can-
let's not waste time picking up. We'll just edit it.
There
I
is
think-
a picture.
But there's all the picture. The people at home.
Folks
have
in the
seen it.
audience will see. Yep.
Yeah. So basically, there is. It could be a made up picture, but it would explain a lot. Cause why is Michelle? Why does she look like, or why does it look like a man? You know, why does that creature kind of looks like a man?
So that's a very good annotation guy too,
just-
and the
it's just the
reason
body,
why that
everything.
thing looks like a man, it's because it is a man. You look at the back, you look at the neck, you look at the hands, you look at the whole structure, even the facial structure. Nothing
It
about
looks like a
that
man.
says I'm a woman. Even if it was a masculine woman, that does not look like one. We can pull up pictures of masculine women and put it next to Michelle Obama, and the masculine women still look more feminine than Michelle Obama. There's also,
Wow.
we can pull up some pictures here, but there's actually pictures of Michelle Obama walking in a dress, and you can see a full-on penis bulge. This is not edited. This is directly taken screenshots from media, and it's, you know, full on penis bulge. Like we're not
That is
talking
insane.
camel toe here. We're talking like ball sack. You know, we're talking like
Thanks
and
for the clarification.
yes, and it's disgusting because it's like there, and you can even see this guy like at some points, like when it itches down there and you have to like
Oh
accommodate
my
yourself.
goodness.
She reaches down, or he reaches down and try to scratch it or move it, and you can tell. I mean, that's just a dude, grabbing his balls, and it's a dude, trying to itch his balls, and that's what dudes do, and that's Michelle Obama, just being a dude grabbing his balls. So
That is insane to
that's a
think
man.
because I recently figured this out maybe a couple months ago. And maybe for audience, this might be crazy because they never seen this before, but this is actually true. There are pictures, and we are showing you it, and we are not really biased when it comes to this stuff. Is we're just showing out the truth that we see. Is that I never would have thought of this beforehand. Like I would not think, oh wait, this is weird, because of course with makeup and all this gender stuff, you don't really see it. But the fact that like this person was the first lady of the U.S. I don't even know what she did, to be honest, and apparently she was supposed to run for president after Obama. But the whole point being said is like you just don't know what's really happening behind the scenes. And I think once this first came out, Guy 2, they literally someone put a bet. He's like, I'll give you $100,000 to anyone on the online internet to show me a picture of Michelle Obama pregnant with the kids that Barack Obama had. And guess what? Absolutely zero pictures of her being pregnant. All of them were Chat GPT'd, the ones that people tried to make money, but they were all fake. So that just shows you something that they don't even have pictures of her creating the kids, and there are a lot more connected stories. But I just think it's really really weird that they couldn't even find a single picture at all. So
So
that
actually,
brings
I will say I think there is one or two pictures of her quote unquote being pregnant, but it's from very very like late, like full on like baby belly. So like that something that could like easily like kind of put a basketball in there and, oh, I'm pregnant. There's no evidence of the process, or when the baby was
yeah
born, or there's none
yeah
of that.
right.
So you're
There's
right
no
about
like
that.
genuine pictures of it. That's what I'm referring to. And my question is, if Barack Obama is with, let's say this is a transgender at this point, he's must be gay.
100%.
And I think there was a
Because
letter actually talking about
and I mean
a former
they do
partner.
kiss in public, and whether you're doing it for the public eye, that's still you're committing a homosexual act. So by
Wow.
definition, you're gay.
Side note, this is actually really funny. I found this online today. The recording date is end of August of 2023. And at this point in time, Uganda has passed a law where if you commit a homosexual act, you will be charged. So today, I think a 20-year-old was caught doing some gay acts with a guy, and they literally charged him, and he's going to court for aggravated homosexuality. I see we have some saluting, so it's very, very funny. I don't know if I'd live there, but I really do support that.
So
Salute.
salute the flag.
So it's very
Oh,
interesting how
oh,
there's
oh.
very
Wait,
different
wait.
dynamics.
Thumbnail, guys. Okay.
Oh, that's actually
Alright.
good. Wait, I have a good idea for clickbait. A title.
Clickbait.
It's
Yeah. Okay. Go
Attention
ahead,
seeking
guy two.
clickbait.
Let our viewers know we're clickbaiting. Why don't you say it
Of course,
louder?
Of course. Yeah, well, clickbait.
Please.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's definitely gonna help retention for sure. Thank you guys for staying along, by the way. And
Yeah,
girls.
fuck you.
I do not condone that speech, by the way. We do not
So okay.
say that to our friends and audiences.
So is it wrong being gay?
Okay, that's a very, very controversial subject.
So that
and
okay. This question it cannot be answered yes or no. I don't think that's as
Well,
easy
kinda.
to just
It could.
you can, but I don't think you can fully explain the broadness of this question, because here's the thing: the human brain is very very complex, and even the straightest of guys will some way or another have subconsciously, whether they like it or not, sometimes have gay thoughts.
Fuck no.
Whoa.
Yes, this
I
is a
don't
fact.
I don't agree.
This
Maybe-
is no,
maybe I'm
no.
just-
Trust me,
No,
this is
no.
actually a fact.
Maybe it's just you, Ty.
No, I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not saying I do.
I'm gonna be honest.
listen,
I'm not
I'm
trying
not
to be
sa-
like
Hey, listen.
my masculinity is not fragile. I'm not trying to be like, oh no. But I've never, like, I can say it from a.
No, I mean
fact.
that. I
I
can
could
say
be
for
like,
myself
I'm a
as well.
penetrant.
But
I could be
you
like-
might
I-
be surprised about how much this actually happens. You'll be surprised. But I'm not saying that for the men, a lot of men that do experiences. I'm not saying that those are gay men. It's just something that happens subconsciously because, okay. I'll give you an
but-
example.
okay,
I'll give you an
okay, but
example.
now-
I'll give you
now
an
you see-
example.
but-
I'll give you an
but yeah, but
example,
not-
and you'll
but
understand.
wait.
You'll understand. You'll understand
But
why I'm saying this.
but
You'll
you
understand.
rephrase your. Yeah, but you rephrase your sentence. First of all, you said like all men, and then you said like some men. So that's different though.
No, I said
Right?
most men.
No. The guy won. Did he not say like all guys?
I remember you saying that. Rewind the clip. But did you
Yeah,
mean
'cause-
most men?
No,
Yeah,
when I
but-
said all men, I meant most men. But then I didn't say
Okay.
some men. I said
So
most
you're
men.
generalizing. You're
Yeah,
generalizing.
exactly. I was generalizing.
No, okay.
But
I
when we
understand.
when we want to
Some
get a
men,
point
yes.
across,
Guy
we
two, shut the fuck
we
up.
will- when we're trying to get a point across, we will always generalize. This is a universal fact. Okay, now I'll give you
Ty
guys
speak.
an example about why this is. So, for example, you play video games. You play
No.
shooting video games.
No.
And you play violent shooting games where you're killing people. And this is a constant thing that you're doing, maybe every day, especially for gamers, or games like GTA where you do things that you in real life would never do, right? So you're killing people on the street, you're doing all these things, you're doing even on some video games, try to R-word some other people, and in a video game, but because it's a video game and video games can get crazy. So the accumulation of you doing that in a video game will sometimes translate to real life thoughts, but subconsciously. And it's like, it's not something that obviously you're gonna act upon or you would ever do, but it's just there and it crosses your mind because it's something that you either see a lot, that you either the influence around you, it kind of gets you to the point where you have those thoughts. So that's what I'm saying with the same thing, that a lot of men have these kind of gay thoughts, not because they're questioning their masculinity, not because they're insecure with their identity or whatnot, or because they're trying to feel some type of way, or that they actually want to act upon those sinful thoughts. No, not at all. It's just because there is so much gayness in the world right now, and let's be
That
honest,
is a good
there
point.
There
That is
is.
a good point.
There's a lot of promoting.
And I'll
That's the
and I'll
problem.
give you
Feminized men.
give you a very good
That's the
point right now.
problem.
Us guys,
Fruity men.
listen, guy two.
Pretty
Us
men and
guys,
masculine women.
we joke a lot, especially masculine men joke a lot, and we do a lot of gay jokes.
Yeah. I
So
hate
when
my, I
so
hide
when
my
we
pain
say
with jokes.
we're not thinking
facts.
gay thoughts, when we're speaking about gay
If
jokes,
you feel gay, you're gay.
if you're making gay jokes, you're in a way
Yeah.
thinking gay thoughts. So I don't
But
think
not
you've
really
ever.
though.
Of
No,
course you
it's
are.
like
I
okay,
think it's
okay,
a different
okay.
intention, though. That's my
Yeah,
thing.
no. That's the thing. Whenever I say like a gay joke with my friend, I never think about it. Like
It's like
Is it
when
with your
I
gay
tell
friend?
it's when I tell you a joke like, oh, you can fit 3 glizzies in your mouth. You will think about 3 glizzies in your mouth.
Whoa.
No, I won't.
Actually, if I
won't,
say it
though.
right now, you're probably thinking it. 3 glizzies in
Whenever-
your mouth, guy 2. You have 3 glizzies in your mouth right now.
I don't. No,
3
no, like-
black glizzies in your mouth, going
Okay.
in and out.
Wow,
No,
that's
I-
very
okay.
descriptive.
Okay.
Okay, but I see it as a hot dog because you told me to like visualize it.
Likewise,
But
likewise.
like whenever you say shit like whenever you say something like that, it goes through my head. I'm being honest. It goes through my head. I never go. I'd be like, I look at like a friend and I'm like, yo, you're sexy as fuck. Like if I was a girl, fuck the shit out of you. Like I would say that, but I would never think it like.
Here,
oh, I
here,
would
here's
never, I would never make it as a scenario in my head. I would just
Yeah.
say it because it's a thought that just came, but there's
That's
no like
facts.
visual aspect. Or,
Mr.
like,
Trump is
anything
right.
else. So like
you wanna know? Also, I was gonna
Yes.
say, I think this is really interesting because the thing is, guys and girls see like sexuality different, right? Girls like guys and guys like girls, and if it's opposite, I think of it like this: with straight men, when they see let's say if they see a man, like, even naked, okay, they'll think of it as like a tree trunk or it's like a tree branch, like, oh, nice tree because it's like big. It's not really like a beauty thing, if that makes sense. But for a girl, it's nice. Like for me, if I think of a hot girl, it's a nice shape. It's like flowers.
What
It's
an
beautiful.
interesting example.
But for a guy,
Like, yo,
fucking tree trunk.
nice tree
Like, dude,
trunk.
nice
Yeah,
tree
like,
trunk.
I could.
But there's
I
no
could
like
appreciate-
affectionate sort of like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So that's
Oh, yeah,
how I
exactly.
think it is.
Yo,
Like I see it like a
Nice
Jack guy
car.
Nice
who-
tree.
I see a Jack guy. I'm impressed. I'm like, yo, this guy put the work. Like
It's
okay,
like a
this
tree
guy's-
trunk, dude.
This guy's good looking, right? But I would never be like, oh, I would fuck him.
okay.
No,
We've derived a
would
lot.
never
We've
visualize
kind
that.
of
you know.
gone off road from the topic that
Yeah.
we were going,
Yeah.
and
What was our topic?
it's basically Michelle Obama having a tree trunk. And
A good way of
and
putting
prob-
it.
and
Yeah.
probably a big one. I mean, I don't know what. Okay. Anyways, listen.
But you know who would not fuck Michelle?
Me.
Trump. Trump would not.
Mm.
And guess what, guys? Trump 2024. Okay.
I'm not gonna ask how you got that, but let's
Trump
talk about Trump.
2024. Make
So he's running for
America
president.
Back. Wait,
Yes.
what? Wait,
Probably
back
from
up.
jail.
Of course. Yeah.
Take America back.
Okay.
It's not America great again. It's take America back.
Ooh. It's basically ChatGPT, you know, different way of saying it. But yeah, he's running for president now, 2024. It's official. And Ty, you were saying running through jail. What do you mean by that? Tell the audience. And
Well,
me,
there
what does that mean?
They're
there
trying
is
to
a
cancel him.
big
They're trying to
chance
stop him.
of him running presidency while he's in jail because he has so many. Well, he's. I don't know if he's in custody right now, but he did get his
No,
mugshot,
he's
and
not.
we
He's
we
not.
did talk about that. The
No,
mugshot.
they managed to get him in prison for like 15 minutes.
Yes, but
Just to get the
there is
mugshot.
Pull up
a
the mugshot, by the way. It is an awesome mugshot. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah Trump mugshot. We'll pull it up right here, and yeah. So everybody right now on the left side of the agenda want him jailed, don't want him to run, and you know there's a certain pattern for political leaders getting their political opponents arrested. Uh, who else did this? Adolf Hitler did this. Adolf Hitler got his political opponent arrested.
Wow.
Um,
Probably killed as well, to be honest, back then.
yeah, and a lot of tyrants in the past, and we can pull up some images of tyrants doing this sort of act where that they get their political opponents jailed so they don't have the chance of running or winning a political election, because they're tyrants and because they're extreme and because they probably have an evil agenda. So this is the case. This is very much the case with Joe Biden right now. I mean, there's so much going on with Joe Biden and his son too, that doesn't get questioned, gets brushed off, doesn't even get talked about, and that if Trump did the same, he would basically be, you know, portrayed as Hitler. So it's crazy to see the
Well,
double
he kinda is
standard.
being, well, not to a point, but he's like, they're really trying to find anything they can against this guy, like anything he's done or he's
Anything.
doing,
Yeah.
anything.
Yes.
He basically, like they'll put traps for him. They're trying to get him to do
Yeah.
like an oopsie, you know.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
They literally are trying to trap him so much. They're charging him for like hundreds of years in jail. Literally
yeah.
for the most, like you would think of nothing. There's no crime. Has he killed someone? Has he really caused a crime? No. And they're trying to make him go to jail for hundreds of years. And we're saying, on the other side, Biden and him, he literally got bribed by the fucking Chinese and the Ukrainians. We can pull up the articles. He literally took money, his son. And no
His
one is
son-
talking about it.
Forget his son, bro. That guy has done so much fucking dumbass shit
Oh
that
my
they're
goodness.
they're ignoring. How are they ignoring all the like scandals, all the things he's doing? It's crazy. Like
It is.
basically he signed a contract and he's in the winning team. Well, not the winning team, but in like the safe team, and he has. He's safe. He's safe. Like whatever Biden does, nothing's gonna affect him. Whatever his son does, it's not gonna affect Biden at all. And these dumbass people, they think that like we're speaking nonsense. Like so many people think that this whole conspiracy is not a conspiracy. That people are just crazy. People like Trump is like the worst. Is worse than Hitler.
Yeah.
And people that support him.
Everything
like,
is Hitler nowadays with the
a bunch of
media.
And basically,
Yeah.
they think that people that support him are like bunch of racist homophobes.
It's
who
crazy.
Have no lives. It's just like if you go to any girl right now and you're like, "Do you support Trump?" And they're like, "Fuck no, fuck that guy." It's like what they're doing to Andrew Tate, right? They're basically the whole media, especially people who have no brain cells and who are not really interested in understanding what's going on in the world. They'll see whatever is portrayed, and they'll be like, they'll think, "Oh, that's what it is." You know what? They won't even think outside the box. They'll be like, "Okay, this is what it is. This is how this guy said this once, so he has to be a misogynist. He has to like be a racist."
Right. They don't really think deeply. That's the thing. A lot of these people, and that's why we encourage in this podcast, although we have these, interesting discussions, another big goal we want to purport, not just to ourselves, but you guys, is to really think what's happening and analyze critically, is this the right information? And if you really ask with logic and find these decisions, you will see a lot of the time it's not what you think. So always ask the information you're getting. Are the people that are purporting it or saying it to you, are they in your favor or not? Are they doing what's best for you? And
Do they have the best?
We try our best.
Yeah. Do they have the
Help that.
best interest in mind for the actual country, for the community? You have to
Very
think about
interesting
that.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that we really don't know about. I mean, we're peons at the end of the day.
We're still
And
in the
that's
Matrix.
that's what they see us as. They see us as peons, and that's why they try to
They don't
manipulate
know
us
who we
so
are.
much. And that's
Yep.
why they try to. That's why they try to. Yeah, that's why they try to manipulate us so much. But not
They
us
want- they
specifically.
want
I
us
mean,
to
we're talking
yeah,
about
exactly.
you guys, our audience. They're trying to manipulate
Everyone.
you. We're on the other side of the matrix. We're not actually real. We're all AI, and but we're here
Why are
to
you
protect
telling
you.
them the secrets, Ty? Come on.
It's okay. We'll cut that part out. But audience, we're here for you, and this mystery is not unsolved yet, but will be solved. We'll get through that. So
Because we'll talk about it at
Exactly.
Mystery Talks.
exactly, and
So
getting through
stay
it,
tuned.
you have to get
For
with
sure.
us. So staying tuned, of course. Hitting that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. What do you think? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? And what are your honest opinions about this? What is going on in the world? Maybe just tell us a little bit about yourself. What did you do this morning? What did you do yesterday?
No, don't.
What are
do
you
that
gonna
shit.
do
I don't
tomorrow?
know.
I
don't
want to
give a
know you.
fuck.
I
don't
want
give-
to
I don't
get
wanna
to
know.
know
I
you.
don't-
Who is your
All right.
mom?
While these
Who
two
is
are
your
arguing,
dad?
whoa, whoa,
Okay,
whoa, whoa,
Who
whoa,
is
okay,
your
whoa,
sister?
whoa.
Okay,
Who
EDP
is-
445.
What is your dog's name?
All right, we do not want to know that much personal information, but we do support
know.
the people who enjoy us, and we will interact
I
with you
wanna
guys in the
know.
comments. We will interact with you guys in the comment section, just not the way you would think. Hopefully, I think if everything goes well.
But try to be more intellectual. So don't say dumb shit, okay?
Yeah, just like Guy 2 is stumbling on his words right now. Try not to be like Guy 2 right now, and we can
We
get
love
through
you
life.
guys too.
Oh,
Love you
forget
guys
that.
too.
I'll
So
remember
Trump
that.
2024, guys. Do we
Yes.
think he's gonna win?
I think he will legitimately win, but the
That's the
system
thing.
won't allow it.
That's the thing. That's what happened last time. But okay, let's wrap this up. I
Who
don't
is he
wanna
gonna
go into
fight? I don't think he's gonna fight anyone else. I don't think there's gonna be another competitor that at least people now know are gonna win.
Bro,
I don't see it.
bro,
There
they
isn't.
brought
It's all
Joe,
Trump.
they brought like Sleepy Joe out of the slums. This guy
Well, they
was
don't know Sleepy Joe anymore.
Let's-
No one likes him.
bro. He was dying.
Let's
and they
you know
brought
what?
him.
Let's
They brought him
leave
out.
this on a
They're
cliffhanger,
gonna bring
okay?
someone else. They're gonna bring
And
someone else for sure. We'll see.
Let's let the audience decide. Our
they won't decide.
our 100 million subscriber audience. Let's let them decide. So,
Stay tuned.
okay, guys.
Stay tuned for more.
10 million likes on this video, and on next episode we will reveal maybe
Our
what
toes.
Victoria's secret is
For
10
free.
million.
for free.
For free.
For
Exactly.
free.
So last thing before, don't forget to subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, don't
Peace.
forget, and don't forget to leave a like. So 5 likes, and we'll do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right.
We love
Peace
you all.
out, guys, and stay tuned till next time. This has been Mystery Talks. I am your host, Thai Express, with co-hosts Guy 1 and Guy 2. Have a good night.
We out.
Fuck.